Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, I'd like to have a conversation around just how you're doing in your business. Are you achieving what it is that you want to achieve? Are you reaching those people that you want to reach? Are you able to grow your team and just do those things that we need to do as we're online building our businesses? I just have those questions, and I just want you to kind of just let them sink in for a little bit. As you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what you think about, this. Are you having any of these issues? Do you know why? Have you tried to figure out what's going on? Why can't you just move forward? What is the problem? So, before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, as well as live video. I also like to give updated modern strategies and tips. And so that is basically what I do, and that's who I help. So, as we're talking today here, please feel free to be interactive. Drop in a comment, a question into the box, the chat box of whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling about this topic that we're talking about today. And I'm hoping that I can shed some light for you. And it's something that you may already be aware of and maybe just haven't really put it into a workable framework for yourself. It's just a part of what we have to do when we're trying to accomplish something. And this is something that I learned a long time ago, but I have let it slip with certain things. I just don't think about it. But with my business, then it's one of those things that's really important. And also in other places in your life, it's also important. And basically, if you're not getting anywhere in your business, you're not able to achieve things that you want to achieve and you're wondering why, my other question is, have you started out with setting goals for yourself? Have you thought about that? Have you written down goals? And if you have, are those goals like, I want to be rich in 6 months? I want to be, a millionaire in 9 months or something like that. I mean, and that's a goal, but is it a goal that's going to help you to get to where you really want to be? A lot of times we have to start with the basics. You can have big dreams, you can have big goals, but it's important that we start, small. And then, like, this is something that I've been hearing over and over from my mentors, from other entrepreneurs, other business builders, social sellers, and just the thing of setting goals and taking small steps, and how helpful that is, that as you take small steps, they lead up to big changes. And I have experienced that in some of the things that I've done in my life lessons for myself. And it just makes so much sense to me now. Whereas in the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, I'll write them down. But then maybe I didn't pay as much attention, whatever. But as you continue to grow and learn, you figure out that this is something that's really important. And this is something that's going to help you to have a framework. So, we're talking about basically setting goals that you can be able to use to see where you're going. I have some notes here, so I'm going to stick to my notes so that I don't get off track. And I don't want to keep you here all day. So, I'm going to get right to it. So, number one, the reason for setting goals is to help keep you reined in on where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do. It gives you that beginning framework. So I'm talking about the reasons that are behind you setting goals is to help you to achieve what you want to achieve. It helps you to zero in on what it is that you actually want to accomplish. And we always have to start, in the beginning. We can't just, start and say, okay, I want to do this and then take this big giant leap. We have to take small steps to get there. And that's just kind of the way it is, and that's the way it goes. And, and I've learned that over my life. And when I wasn't as aware, I'm just glad that I am more aware now, and that I know that I have to start off with, a framework, start small, and then build on that. And especially as I'm growing in knowledge, I started off as a registered nurse. I was not thinking that I would be in business for myself or ever be online doing business, helping other people build their businesses and helping them to learn the things that they need to learn to help them, to develop skill sets and so on. So, goals are some things that I had to really start to really, lay down for myself, and that way achieve myself, like I said before, a framework. So, they help you to really zero in on what it is that you want to accomplish. And then also, the next point is it helps you to focus. If you have that framework there, you can focus on it. It's there, it's written out. You know what it is that you want to accomplish, and then you'll figure out, later on. I'm not going to go into the planning part, but you at least have that beginning framework of the goals of what it is that you want to do. And so, like I said, it helps you to focus. And then the other thing that I have, and I didn't put a whole lot of stuff down here on my notes because I want to just make sure to zero in on this of the importance of goals. The reason we need goals is to help us to do these things and accomplish these things, and to have a process and be able to then see where we started and where we progressed to. So goals are important. They're those things that you, like I said, it's a framework. It's like, the ladder. You can't just, hop up to, like, for example, and this is a really simple example, but I have to put up blinds. So I have, everything laid out that I need. And, but then I was having difficulty with the instructions. So it took me a little bit to figure that out. And so my goal was to get my blinds up, but I had to have a framework of how I was going to do that. I had to make sure of, what goals did I set to do that, and how was I going to set it out to get it accomplished. So one of those things was, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get it done myself, and I'm not going to have to go and chase somebody to help me. So, I set out certain goals, and they were small goals, to, what did I need to get my get my blinds up? What tools did I need? So I got my toolkit. I got, opened up the kit. I read the instructions, those types of things. Those are, parts of more after you decided what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to get it done by. You want to make sure that your goals aren't big and lofty that you can't accomplish them. So yeah, I one of the main things was that I could not see well enough to read the instructions, and then actually found a video that actually told me, because these are some different blinds compared to what I had before. I've learned that taking small steps and figuring out as I lay out my goal of this is what I want to do, then, like I said, I'm not going into the planning part today, but just setting that goal of getting my blinds up. I want to have them up by a certain time, but one of the goals I had to set for myself was learning how to figure out how to put these particular blinds up, because they aren't like the old ones. I thought they were like the ones that I had previously, but they weren't. So that's just an example. Another example is I'm decluttering my house. My goal was to have my house decluttered, but I had to start out with a goal of, so how am I going to start? Where am I going to start? And, what am I going to do? So my goal had to be doing small things every day and just doing the best that I could do on a daily basis to achieve the goal of decluttering my house and just breaking that goal down to where I could start off with smaller things and then set out my plan and so on and so on. But yeah, goals help you, like I said, they help you to zero in on what it is that you want to do. And there are a lot more things, but I didn't put a whole bunch in here. I would just want to cover these things first. Zero in. It allows you to then stay focused on what it is that you want to achieve and accomplish, as well as being able to have a process and be able to measure your progress. So basically, that's it today about how you can get things done, how you can feel like you're getting where you want to go, you're achieving, but you have to be able to have goals that are going to help you to achieve that. And, maybe next week we'll talk about, because I only go live 2 days a week. Maybe we'll talk about next week planning and how you go from your goals to planning. But the main thing I want you to get today is that if you set goals, you can accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. The goals have to be something that you can do, something that you know that you can do because you've set your goals not big and lofty like I'm going to be rich in 6 months, but that I'm going to take care of my online business. So I'm going to set up, this is the things that I want to, these are the goals that I want to set up for me to accomplish building my online business. And the first thing is going to start with me learning about skill sets. So my goal is to learn the skill sets that I need. And, whatever those particular skill sets are, you can break those down as well. And you just want to start small and then go from there. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can always reach me on Messenger. You can leave me a message. And if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat box. You can do this whether you're watching me live or whether you're catching this on the replay. And we can go from there. If you want me to, help you with the goals, maybe it's just something you're not understanding or getting or whatever. And I can break it down even more for you. So that is it for today. Goals to help you to achieve what it is you want to achieve, giving you a framework of where to go and how to start out, and then going on from there. So have a good rest of your day wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you. This is, like I said, my last day going live. I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 noon. Feel free to follow me. Feel free to share this information. If it's helpful to you, it might be helpful to someone else. And that is it. So I'm going to get out of here. Take care. Remember, in order to achieve what it is you want to achieve, you got to start somewhere. And setting goals is how you start. Take care. Bye now.